Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Rusty McCranie and welcome to Weather Express. Your weather in 5 minutes. Start the clock. Friends, a developing storm system in the heart of the United States is going to bring over a foot of snow to some areas of the country and dangerous cold wind chill values as cold as 60 degrees below zero as we get into the overnight hours. Let's get into that storm right now. The snow is flying through portions of the central and the southern plains. We're seeing some heavy snow banding up right now in the northeast sides of Oklahoma, southeast sides of Kansas, and the southwest sides of Missouri, where places like Springfield, Missouri could get more than a foot of snow. You have an ice, sleet, freezing rain problem in central Arkansas, including Little Rock. And then the other big story is the bitter cold. The temperatures right now in the afternoon are still right around zero or even below in some of the northern plains in the western Great Lakes, and as cold as the single digits all the way down into the northern sides of Oklahoma. When you factor in wind gusts, which at the hour are 25 to even 35 miles an hour, your wind chill values, even in the afternoon hours, are 10, 20, even 30 plus degrees below zero. Friends, this is already dangerous cold, and it's going to get even worse overnight. We have extreme cold warnings all the way down into South Texas, and I'll show you those coming up in just a second. But this storm system is going to continue to work its way to the east, and we're going to see this snow fly through the Tennessee Valley and eventually into the mid-Atlantic states, and it's those areas that could get more than 5 to 8 inches of snow, and we'll look at that in just a second. In the northeast for today, things are relatively decent. We have a little bit of low cloud coverage. I'll show you that right now here on the enhanced satellite imagery. So it's a relatively cloudy day with temperatures in the teens and the 20s. Skies are beginning to cloud up with fast moving clouds across the Ohio Valley and the mid-Atlantic states. And again, temperatures are cold enough to support that snow as that storm system works its way off towards the east. It's a beautiful day in Florida. Fairly nice conditions in the rest of the southeast, places like Atlanta, Georgia, into the mid-50s. We do have an area of low pressure developing in the northwest Gulf of Mexico, and that is going to bring some active weather to the southeast over the next 24 hours as well. Intermountain West is relatively pleasant for today. Temperatures for February are actually seasonal or even above. A developing system coming into the Pacific Northwest, especially coastal sides of Washington State and Oregon, will bring some decent rainfall across I-5, but also we're going to turn it into some snow for the Olympic and the Cascade ranges as well. So let's talk about the advisories that are currently into place for you right now. I'm going to bring those up, and all of those dark blues that you see, or even purples, if you will, are those extreme cold warnings. And you notice they go deep into Texas. To give you a little bit of the flavor here, guys, down to Houston, the wind chill value tomorrow morning is expected to be 10 degrees above zero. But for Dallas, it's expected to be 10 degrees below zero. For Oklahoma City, 15 to 30 degrees below zero tomorrow morning. And it just gets colder and colder as far north as you go, where eventually you hit the central and the western sides of North Dakota. And just like last night, they're expected to have wind chill values as cold as 60 degrees below zero. I can't tell you how life-threatening that is. Please stay inside. Winter storm warnings are in effect for the areas that I mentioned, including Springfield, where again, up to 14 inches of snow will fly. We're going to see the snow then work its way across the northern sides of Tennessee and Kentucky. Nashville could have 4 to 8 inches of snow. Same situation for Louisville, Kentucky as well. And then the winter storm warnings go all the way towards the coastline here with a developing area of low pressure that could be wrapping up, and that could provide additional heavy snowfall for portions of North Carolina and Virginia. Here's how it plays out on the HRRR model. I'm going to loop this up here over the next 48 hours. First of all, our storm system here in the Midwest is again going to have good progression off towards the east. So there's your snow moving out of the Midwest and into the Tennessee Valley. Now on the southern side of this, here comes the opportunity for some strong to severe storms all the way down into the Gulf Coast states, including New Orleans, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, and Pensacola, Florida. Then we have this wrapped up area of low pressure trying to get going here, which again could provide some coastal rain and snow. Virginia Beach could actually have a little bit of snow into portions of Delaware and Maryland as well. Off towards the west, this storm system again is going to barrel onto the west coast of the United States. And for places like Spokane, Washington, it turns into snow. Look for some heavier rainfall over the Seattle area as well. As far as the opportunity for severe storms, again, we'll have a couple of generalized thunderstorms today, but a slightly better chance for a few storms in portions of Florida for tomorrow as well. And then the snowfall totals could be relatively relatively exceptional again in portions of the Midwest and into the Tennessee Valley here. And again, some of these areas are going to be highlighted with up to a foot of snow or even more, and widespread snow, but lighter amounts in the Ohio Valley, and then some of that heavier snowfall moving back into the Intermountain West. Friends, as you can see from the clock, I'm out of time. Let me know in the comment section below where you're viewing from, what the weather has been like. If you like this content, I appreciate you liking the video, and thank you for subscribing to Weather Express. Appreciate the community. Friends, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm back tomorrow with your latest 5-minute forecast.